I found my own photo covered with sand and red cloth inside my mother-in-law's box. And that was the day my marriage almost ended. This is not a movie. This is my real life. She came to stay small. Then my life started falling apart. I never believed these things were real until I experienced. I never believed what mothers-in-law do in Nigerian movies could happen in real life. I used to laugh and say, this is just film trick. But today, I almost lost my marriage, my peace, and myself, all because I opened one box. This is the story of Amora, who was married to Chinedu, and her experience with her pretentious mother, her in-law. When I got married, I believed I had finally found peace. I was happy, hopeful, and full of dreams about the life ahead of us. Everything felt new, warm, and promising. I truly thought nothing could break what we had. And from the first day, my mother-in-law never liked me. She never insulted me directly. She never shouted. But I could feel it. That quiet dislike. That silent hatred. One afternoon, my husband told me his mother wanted to visit us. She said she would only stay for a short while, nothing serious. I didn't argue because she is his mother. I smiled and agreed, even though my heart felt uneasy. When she arrived, her eyes scanned my home slowly. She didn't say much, but her silence spoke loudly. I felt like I was being examined without words. Something inside me whispered that this visit would change everything. But no matter what I did, her expression never changed. She ate quietly, watching me without warmth. I tried harder, thinking maybe I wasn't doing enough. Deep down, I felt invisible in my own home. A few days after she arrived, my nights became restless. I would lie in bed feeling tired but unable to sleep. My head felt heavy, like something was pressing it. I didn't understand what was happening to me. The headaches grew worse with each passing night. I started waking up exhausted and confused. Even when the house was quiet, my mind wasn't. It felt like my peace had been stolen. Then my husband started changing in ways I couldn't explain. Small things suddenly turned into serious arguments. The warmth between us slowly faded. I kept asking myself what I had done wrong. The man who once protected me became distant and cold. He barely listened when I tried to talk. I felt lonely even when he was right beside me. It broke my heart silently. Soon after, something strange started happening with my money. Money I clearly remembered keeping began to disappear. I searched everywhere, thinking I misplaced it. But deep down, I knew this wasn't normal. It felt like something unseen was draining me slowly. Not just my money, but my strength and joy. Every day I felt weaker than the last. Fear began to settle in my heart. Through all of this, my mother-in-law remained calm. She watched everything without interfering. Her silence felt heavier than words. It made me uncomfortable. Sometimes I would catch her staring at me quietly. Her eyes held something I couldn't read. It wasn't concern or kindness. It felt calculated. That morning started like any other day. I went into the guest room to get a broom. As I moved her box slightly, something slipped out. The sound froze me in place. I looked down and saw a small nylon tied with red thread. My heart immediately started racing. I didn't know why, but fear grabbed me. I stood there shaking. The moment I picked it up, my hands began to tremble. The red thread felt wrong in my fingers. My breathing became heavy and fast. Every instinct told me to drop it. But curiosity pushed me to open it. I needed to know what was inside. I slowly untied the thread with shaking hands. And then I saw it. Inside the nylon was my photograph. Clear, fresh, and unmistakably mine. My heart dropped instantly. I felt like the ground disappeared beneath me. Beside my picture was my full name written boldly. There was also sand carefully placed inside. I couldn't breathe anymore. Everything suddenly made sense. I wrapped everything back exactly as I found it. My legs felt weak as I rushed out of the room. I grabbed my phone and called my mother immediately. My voice was shaking. I tried to explain, but the words wouldn't come out properly. I was crying and trembling at the same time. All I could say was that something was wrong. She told me she was on her way. When my mother arrived, I showed her the nylon. She opened it carefully and then screamed. Her reaction scared me even more. I knew this was serious. She asked me where I got it from. When I told her it fell from my mother-in-law's box, she froze. Her face changed completely. Fear filled the room. She held my hands tightly and looked into my eyes. Her voice dropped as she spoke. She said, "My daughter, this is not ordinary." Those words pierced my heart. She told me if I hadn't found it early, things would be worse. She said I was already being attacked slowly. I felt cold all over my body. Fear completely took over. Just then, my husband walked into the house. The atmosphere changed instantly. Nobody spoke for a moment. Tension filled the air. My mother looked at me and said something quietly. Her words sent chills through my body. She said my mother-in-law did not come to stay small. And that was only the beginning.